And don't you think when you speak out against the government for your rights, people here consider you as somewhat like a madman, and you're not supposed.
I find it so strange. Yeah?
That's
they call
why you're
me
right.
a mad dog. No, why, in what way? Yeah? I'm the only sane person in Nagaland. They are the mad ones. No?
Hello viewers, today we are going to do a discussion and a reaction on what's happening out there in Manipur. And we know that Manipur is burning because of the riots between the Kukis, tribals, and the Meitei people out there in Imphal. It's very saddening. However, we need to understand and we need to try to analyze what's really going on and whether the demand for ST status is really worth it. So joining me here is Mr. Kahuto Chishi from Nagaland. So as a person who is aware of what's going on, he will share his opinion on, as an observer from Nagaland, what he thinks about what's going on out there in Imphal. So Mr. Kahuto Chishi, thanks for joining me for this conversation.
Thank you for having me, Mr. Lungleng.
I'm sure you are observing and you're aware of what's happening out there in Imphal. And it's quite saddening to see such a horrendous killings and burning down of churches and houses
tragic,
from both
very
sides.
tragic, yes.
And what do you, what do you want to react seeing all this?
See, there are many layers to this.
Yeah.
Okay, let us start with the ST demand by the Meiteis.
Yeah, they are demanding for ST status.
Now, what we have to understand, no, is what is a tribe. The humans, no, are social by nature. We start as a family group. The family, then clan, then tribe, then nation. I believe the Meiteis, they have historically, they've been a nation.
Yeah.
They're no longer a tribe.
Yeah.
So they cannot ask for scheduled tribe
They,
status.
like I said, they were ruled by Maharaja kingdom.
Yes.
It was a
They-
kingdom.
They were a nation. No? They have gone beyond the tribe. Then again, coming back to the religious factor. See, they are Hindus. So, of course, we have the Muslims also, Meitei Muslims. But generally, majority of the population is Hindu. So, in India, you have the scheduled tribes and the scheduled castes.
Yeah.
No? So, a Hindu cannot avail both ST status and SC status. No? And this tribal Hindus, actually, they're ignored. Whereas the real, SCs, they are part of their caste structure. So I believe Meiteis, they already have a thing, SC. Then they have OBCs also.
Yes.
So who gets the ST status? Do the Brahmins get it? Do the Kshatriyas get it? Because there are four basic Hindu castes, okay? You have the Brahmins, you have the Kshatriyas,
Yeah.
then you have the Vaishyas, who are the OBCs. Then you have the thing, untouchables, Dalits.
Yeah.
Who are the thing? SCs. So I find it very thing. This whole demand, for ST status, I find it very untenable. There are no grounds. Logical, legal, historical, even religious, There are no grounds for demanding for ST status. So the petition also, I don't know who filed it, and why didn't the tribals, See, it's very unfortunate that we descend into thing of violence,
Yeah.
See, this was handled by the court, then you can challenge the thing, order of the court, It seems the court gave the state government 4 months.
Yes. The court asked the government to. The court recommended that government include Meitei in the ST list.
Yeah. So you can challenge that.
I'm not sure whether it was challenged or not. I think
they could have challenged.
They could have challenged.
They can still challenge.
They can still challenge.
Because who did the thing? Judge consult. Did he bring experts, anthropologists, sociologists?
Exactly. I think coming to that point. Hi, as you continue listening to this discussion, I want to borrow one precious moment of yours to introduce Nagaland Smart Solar. Nagaland Smart Solar is a shop that deals with anything that is to do with solar. So you'll get solar street lights, solar lamp, solar lantern, solar cooker, and anything that is to do with solar. So I want to introduce some of their products here. Take a look. As you have seen their product, they are just amazing. And solar is the future for all of us. And when you use solar products, you don't have to worry about turning off the lights or switching off the lights. Anytime you can use the lights anytime, whole day, whole night, as you wish, because you don't have to pay bills when you use solar products. And you are helping in tackling the climate change. And the best part about this shop is that they are giving 10 to 25% discount at this time. So on top of that, they are giving 1 year warranty. And it is very rare to get warranty for solar products. So if you ever want to buy solar products, please visit this shop and I can guarantee you that you won't be disappointed. And thanks for listening to this. Let's continue the discussion. Your point is, I think, well taken. Its tribe needs to have some specific characteristics.
Yes.
I think I'll just point out one criteria, which was there was a committee called Lokur Committee in 1965. And this committee was formed to describe who should constitute themselves as tribe. And they gave out 5 criteria. The first one is indication of primitive traits.
Yes.
I don't think Meitei has that primitive traits. Ancient, they're very developed.
Yes.
And secondly, distinctive culture. Of course, they might have their own distinctive culture, fine. And the third one, geographical isolation. They're not geographically isolated. They're in the Imphal Valley, the mainstream place. And the fourth one is shyness of contact with the community at large. No, they don't have the shyness. I mean, they don't shy away from, because shying away from people is tribal characteristics.
Trying to isolate ourselves from others.
Yes. And the last criteria they give is backwardness. I think they are the most developed when it comes to
most developed. See, my father, he built a house at Moksung.
Okay.
Then the one here I'm staying, those were built by the Meiteis in the 50s and 60s. No?
Oh, I see.
And see, I really admire the Meitei people.
They're very skillful, actually.
I tell Naga people, like, try to be like them. No? They're hardworking, very dedicated. No? And they're far advanced. I don't know if you're aware, but my father used to relate a story about one Meitei who built a cycle of bamboo.
Wow.
The frame and all that, no? Most probably bought the tires, but then the British, it seemed they cut off his hand, no? That's what my father used to say.
Okay.
So, they're no way backward. They're not isolated. They've had contact. In fact, my friend, Vijay Devaman, he's from the Tripura royal family. Their thing related, I mean, they have had intermarriage with the thing. Meitei, Manipur royal family, centuries back. No? So they've had contact with others. No?
Okay. Yes, I think compared to other scheduled castes, scheduled tribes and Dalits all over India, the so-called the nature of being a tribe, scheduled tribe. I think the Meitei community, they're very, very well developed, and they have been in general category. And bringing down again, lowering themselves down to, I would say lowering down is a social strata to a level of a scheduled tribe and to recognize themselves as a primitive people. I think that could be that's kind of antithetical to what's their real social status.
Now, what I feel is I don't believe that all the Meitei people want this ST status. As is usually in these cases, there'll be just a small minority, who drive the entire population. This is human nature. Say Second World War, not all Germans were Nazis.
Yeah, of course.
But when a certain group comes into prominence, when they take the political or social thing, reins, they can drive the thing, entire society towards their selfish goals. So,
I agree. I don't think everyone would fight for this. There are things only few people would take the lead, and it just generalizes everything.
Yes. Oh, and just before I forget about indigeneity. Because I saw one very disturbing clip where one in very fluent English, saying that we are the indigenous people. See, indigeneity and tribalism is very different.
Okay.
I wrote my first article to the newspapers was on indigeneity.
Okay.
And see, you're an indigenous person of an area when you have settled there before the others.
Yeah, yeah.
Then you develop. No?
You're the first settlers.
So,
yeah.
say the tribals, they settled in the hills,
Yeah.
the indigenous to the hills. The thing Meiteis, they settled in the valleys, the indigenous to the valleys.
yeah.
The fact that you're indigenous does not give you a
Right.
right to claim
Right.
scheduled tribe caste status. So again, no, the confusion again.
I think from what I understand is from just to think out loud, Meiteis are scared of the fact that cookies, especially the cookies,
Okay.
because of reservation, cookies are occupying the most prominent positions in the government sector because of reservation. And now, because of reservation, Meiteis cannot fight the cookies. I mean, fight in a sense, compete with the cookies without reservation anymore, because cookies are occupying the most prominent positions in the government sector. So Meiteis feel insecure about it. I think that's one reason.
Okay. Let me give an example, historical example.
Yeah.
I don't believe the Meiteis should be scared. I believe it's more to do with being jealous.
Okay.
No? Because, say, the positions of power in the government. No? But it is the political power which matters. Sri Lanka is the perfect example.
Yeah.
Okay, Sri Lanka to the Tamils, no? The British used the Tamils to run the government. So all the positions, no, governmental positions were held by the Tamils. But after independence, the Sinhala, since they have the majority, they had the thing. All the legislators were on their thing, no?
Okay.
So they could have made laws, and they controlled the reins of power, no? And that's when they started victimizing the Tamils, no? Then this entire LTT thing, no? So,
Yeah.
see, the fact that cookies occupy, no?
Yeah.
Many governmental positions, high government positions, is not something to be scared of. Because the politician is there to see that the laws are obeyed. This is my contention in Nagaland also. We don't obey the laws. That's why we are very concerned about who's the officer. Okay, if he obeys the law, it does not matter who he is. No, do you get my point?
Yeah.
No. Nagaland and Manipur are the most lawless states, to my knowledge. Okay, most lawless states.
I agree to some extent. Yeah.
So for us, it is very important that the officer, concerned should be from my tribe, from my community, no. But it is the politicians who control it. So the Meiteis have no reason to be scared. They have got 2/3 of the thing.
Exactly. And
assembly in their hands, no.
And no one competes with them in the general category.
Yes,
it's themselves.
Yes, they themselves. Only they come here. No,
Yeah. So I think, but because of their high population, when there is reservation, maybe they feel like part of them are being taken away by the tribe, because it's a reservation and they cannot enter, or they cannot pass through, or they cannot penetrate the reservation. It's reserved. That could be one feeling.
But it is not. I don't believe that it is
Yeah,
entire
yeah.
Meitei, no. Just a few aspirants, no.
True. I think we should not pay too much attention on government jobs and who gets what.
Exactly.
Life has more to do with living the way we want in a different manner.
When you see the more advanced the country is, no,
Yeah.
the less interfering the government is.
Exactly. Minimum government.
Yeah, because when you are developed, no, you do the right thing by
Yes.
thing, no.
Yeah.
Say it seems in Germany, no, that Germany is the only country where even at night, no, if there's a red light, it'll stop.
Oh yeah.
So
I experienced that.
so things like that. No, we just obey the laws because it is there for everybody's benefit.
Exactly.
But the problem in India is that
When no one says.
we have not had anyone to instill this obedience to the law. India. See, I'm not talking about the Northeast, okay?
Yeah.
You cannot blame the Northeast. Look at what the mainland Indians
I think
do.
Northeast maybe even better in some aspect. You know?
All this thing, no? Disobedience for laws, no? We have copied it from them.
True. But when it comes to traffic jam,
Yeah.
Mizoram is way better than any part of the country. So we have to instill this rule of law in our mindset, you know. And I think I mean, coming back to today's situation of the conflict and the riots that's happening, killings happening in Manipur, I think the violence comes too soon. Because although the court had recommended that Meiteis could be included in the ST list, government will have to actually send the anthropologist to do ethnographic study of the Meiteis. Okay? And their reports, as per the law, I think, their reports will be sent to the Ministry of Tribal Affairs. And Tribal Affairs will send that report to the General Register of Tribals. And then that will also send to, on approval of the report, the registrar will send to the National Commission for Settled Tribes. And if both these agree and approve the report, then only then it will be sent back, it seems, to the Tribal Affairs Ministry. And the Tribal Affairs Ministry will send finally to the cabinet for a note, cabinet note. And the cabinet, once approved, it will go to the parliament, and the parliament will approve.
It's long.
And once the parliament approves, the governor will say it's okay, now it's good to go, and it will declare that it's included in the revised list of ST list. But in Manipur, only the surface is scratched, and the killings have already begun. So I don't know who to blame about this.
No, see, this is all about pre-existing,
Yeah.
animosity.
Bitterness. I agree.
People use things like this as an excuse.
That's true.
No, it's
I
happening
agree
here in
totally.
Dimapur also.
Totally, yeah.
Because there was one thing, somebody who was killed at Kohima. Then there was a lightning band here at Dimapur. So it was a success. But some people were after certain jealous, of certain. So they started attacking Angami establishments, There was no point. So this is also part of that. You have, see, there's the thing, Silence of the Lambs,
Yeah, Silence of the
So
Lambs.
there is, we envy what we see,
Okay.
So it is not the strangers, it is not the ST, but we use this people who are close to us, we use all this to attack them or So this violence has nothing to do with the ST issue. It is a thing.
They just need the reason to start the fight.
Excuse.
I think that's a better way of understanding the situation.
So, like as you said, the process is long, and
process is long.
During any of these steps, it can be challenged.
If the
thing it is possible, so you can go to the Supreme Court and challenge it.
It can be challenged at any interval of this process.
As you said, why is the need to
start now?
Start all this.
And there's no guarantee that even after completing the process, there's no guarantee that they will be approved as an ST.
Yes.
Because if they don't meet the criteria for as an ST,
at every step it can be rejected.
Exactly. So once they complete the checklist, once all they qualify for all this process, then they can be classified as ST. But I doubt they will be qualified because as we have seen the criteria,
they don't fulfill anything.
They don't fulfill. Maybe one, this cultural distinction.
Everybody has.
Everyone has.
Everybody has a distinct culture.
Even the people in Delhi will have their own culture.
The culture of money.
So, I mean, it's quite heart-wrenching to see people getting killed for this. But I think you have mentioned it very clearly that the animosity had already begun long time back.
Yes.
It just needs to get activated.
They just need an excuse,
Exactly. Now people have died. Today in the report it says 54 people have died. It could be more. Because you don't know where people were killed. And that means, and thousands displaced, and thousands made homeless.
And seeing the video of all the properties being burned,
Exactly.
So heart-wrenching. And we are going to live with each other. Where are you going to go?
Where are they going to go?
See, during this thing, when the IM was talking about the solution, there again, all these Meiteis and cookies, they were very upset,
Yeah.
Then I kept on telling them, see, the government of India is not a fool. They're not a fool. They know. They will not unnecessarily break up. So, you need someone to cool things down in issues like this. Unfortunately, no one arose.
Yeah. I think we need to learn to be tolerant and wait for the law to take its own course.
Yes.
I think that's what we are lacking either Nagas or Meiteis or whoever.
Yes, yes.
Or maybe
Very
Garbis.
impatient. No?
Yeah.
Everything has to be done now.
Yeah.
No?
So I don't want to attribute the propensity of people committing violence very quickly to a tribal nature. I don't want to attribute to that. Attribute these characteristics, traits of violence to a tribe. Because tribal are cool people. They just don't go and attack people. They're the like most tolerant people, I would say. But when you start attacking like this, you don't even look like a tribal.
It's everything. And rumors, no?
Yeah.
Again, rumors fuel the situation, no?
Right.
So
Right.
the educated from both sides, no? They should control.
Exactly.
The rumors.
They should control. Absolutely. Now, from here on, the violence have been committed. People have died. Thousands displaced, made homeless, and buildings burned, churches burned, temples burned. What do you think? Like, how do you think the government should carry on from here?
See,
You know?
it is not a government. It is the tribals.
Tribals, okay.
Of Manipur. They should see now. It has you have got national attention.
Yeah.
So approach the Supreme Court.
Mm.
No? And put it before them, saying that in no way this Meiteis, they don't qualify for tribal status in any way. No?
Or give them a chance to be studied by anthropologists.
No, that's what I mean. So they can come, they
Yeah,
can bring the
yeah.
experts and say,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. And if they're really qualified, why stopping them?
no, I found it quite strange, you know, that whoever filed the petition, no,
Yeah.
to be of
It's the Meitei,
no, and
Meitei
then,
Tribe Union.
what did the government, no, Advocate General, no, of Manipur say, no?
The Chief
Did
Justice.
he even try, no,
Okay.
to find out, or they just agreed, no, and the court just passed the judgment.
Yeah. They should have
Because-
given some thought.
And I think at that time the tribal should have been quite aware also.
Yeah.
They should have
Yeah.
considered this, no,
Absolutely.
like arguing against, no,
Absolutely.
this petition.
Yeah. Now you caught you caught my attention when you said this incident has caught the national attention.
Yes,
right?
yes.
So when I look at the history, the Tamangs in West Bengal, they fought for tribal status and they achieved after 22 years in 2003. But they did not make any drama like this. What they did was they did politicking from in the background, lobbying with the politicians, and they did it and they achieved it. But while the Gujars in Rajasthan, they also asked for tribal status in 2007. But they did a violent protest, agitations like it has happened. I mean, not exactly like, may not be exactly, but somehow it caught the national attention in 2007. But at last, what happened was, despite of all the national attention that they caught, their tribal status application was cancelled. I mean, was not approved in the last step. So the point being, if you really want to fight for a tribal status, you don't have to create all this drama and tamasha. Just fight for it legally and do the politicking behind. I mean,
I believe people also know, no, whether their claims are valid or not. So some of them are forced to go for all the tamasha. No?
yeah, I
See,
agree.
when
I
you don't
agree.
have valid claims, no, then you will have to use all these tricks. No?
True. But when you don't have a valid claim, you use force
Yes,
or
yes,
violence
yes,
means.
yeah, violence. Yeah.
Yeah.
You try to think.
But I think don't you think government is somehow responsible for all this violence?
Yes,
They should have
exactly.
prepared
See,
ahead of time.
when the issue first cropped up, no, it should have been rejected outright
Exactly.
because there's no way. No.
And keep it in abeyance for some time.
No, not abeyance. No,
Yeah.
this is. There's no way in which the Meiteis can be considered as scheduled tribes.
Mm-hmm.
Because as you see, it's very good that you give all the criteria. No, they don't fulfill that criteria. They are a nation.
Mm-hmm.
A tribe is just a collection of clans of people who speak the same language, without any common government, without any clear thing. No, we just have the different separate chiefs. No, they have had a kingdom for centuries. They've been a nation for centuries.
Yeah.
And suddenly, as you said, no, lowering themselves down. No,
Yeah.
So, and as earlier, like the whole religious angle comes in also. No? I don't think any Hindu community in India claims OBC, SC and ST at the same time. Because in India, this caste stratification is very clear.
Yeah, it is. I think I respect Meitei community a lot for their advancement, and we have a lot of things to learn from them. Like, be it business, be it education, we are far behind them, and we have a lot of things to learn from them.
Yes,
In a good way. So I have a feeling that they should not have come down to this level and just keep going on who they are and just keep guiding the tribal instead.
One thing I've noticed over the course of the years is that any ethnicity, any people, any group, whatever it is, religious or social, when the good people keep silent, the bad people take over.
Absolutely.
And I've always found this Meitei thing, their insurgency, it's quite recent. And within no time, they splintered into many factions. So, that is because the people who are in prominent positions, they kept silent.
Yeah.
See, people don't like me because I speak.
You speak a lot. You speak.
But see, unless you say that, people will do whatever they want. Okay.
Now that's what I would like to affirm.
So you have to speak out.
You have to speak out.
When somebody does wrong, no, this is not good. You have to say that.
Yeah. And don't you think when you speak out against the government for your rights, people here consider you as somewhat like a madman, and you're not supposed.
I find it so strange. Yeah?
That's
they call
why you're
me
right.
a mad dog. No, why? In what way? Yeah? I'm the only sane person in Nagaland. They are the mad ones.
And speaking against the government doesn't mean it's not personalizing it. It's the force, that power that we're speaking up, because it's very dangerous.
See, I speak up, but I keep saying I hope Rio stays the chief minister for until he dies, for a long time, so that all Nagas will understand how we are suffering. Because when you change the chief minister, you hope that something will change. Something better. No, there's no thing.
So Naga should appreciate people who speak up against the government. Okay.
No, we have to be very careful. Okay, because Manipur was not like this, to my knowledge. In the 80s, they started becoming like Nagaland. All this corruption, in every form, and we're going down a very slippery slope. We're descending, So whether it is in Manipur or Nagaland, we need to, the people, good people, okay, you need to stand up.
Exactly.
Whether you're in the church, whether you're working in these organizations, whether you're in the government, whether you're into politics, otherwise the bad people will take over.
Exactly, I agree.
This is going to happen.
I agree. So keeping our discussion in line on track, I think government should, now let's say the Manipur government has a responsibility to bring this into normalcy, right? So the government should now, come out and say we are sorry for not being able to control the situation.
Exactly.
And apologize to the people because lives have been lost. And to the extent of taking the moral ground and even resigning. Because that will not happen. That's for sure. But but it's a moral responsibility one should be taking. Because, now CM Biren Singh is the chief minister. If he continues to be the chief minister, where can he go? He can't go anywhere now. He can't go to the Kuki area, he can't go to the Naga area. How will he administer people as a state leader? So it's not a legal responsibility, it's a moral responsibility to step down. In fact, that's what I truly, firmly believe.
In a major democracy, that is the only way.
Right.
Owning responsibility. But in India, that has been.
No, it doesn't happen in India.
Only Mr. A.K. Anthony. He was, I think, the Food and Civil Supplies Minister. Then there was a shortage of sugar.
Okay.
Then he resigned on moral grounds.
I admire such people.
So, see, we are talking about the BJP and all that, but these sort of things, no, like ignoring the good people has been happening during the Congress days also. No?
True.
So it becomes the way of life.
Yeah.
No, so I don't want this to happen in Nagaland and Northeast. No,
True.
because the truth should be recognized. No, should be followed.
Agreed. So, any last word?
No, I just
Any last thought?
hope that see, we're going to live together.
Yeah.
So we may be from different states, but we're neighbors.
We can't avoid each other.
So I appeal, to my Meitei and Kuki brothers,
Yeah.
the right-thinking people among them, to build bridges.
That's a true word of wisdom.
That's all.
That's a true wisdom.
And I hope that you take it to, you fight your battles in the courtroom, not on the streets. No?
Exactly. It's 2023.
Yeah.
We don't have to kill each
Yes,
other.
yes.